Welcome back to the crossover, and we are back at the setup. We do have a new addition to the setup, Empire SC scarf right there, so shout out to the Red Bull supporters for giving me that scarf so I can put it up here on the setup. And man, I haven't been at the setup for a while now. I mean, I haven't posted in like 7 days, so I'm sorry, but I've been working on some stuff behind the scenes, and we have got ourselves some media passes. So the crossover is making some big steps here. We're going to be on the field for the Red Bull game, so hopefully I'm going to be getting some better footage for you guys. We're going to be going to the NYCFC games at Citi Field tomorrow, so look out for those videos. I want to say shout out to the 90 subscribers that we have hit. We're almost at 100. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys who have been watching these videos. I've been enjoying making them, like I say all the time. Shout out to all of you guys for subscribing. But before I went over to the Leagues Cup match for the Red Bulls, I'm going to be leaving in about an hour and a half. I just had to come on here, record a video from the studio. It feels nice to be back. I've been doing a lot of IRL at the Pele store, doing interviews with people. I've been doing a lot of game day vlogs, but bring it back to the roots. And today we're just going to be talking about the Leagues Cup because I just have a couple of things to say. The Leagues Cup, for those of you who aren't familiar, is just a tournament that is joining the MLS teams with the Liga MX team, which is the Mexican professional soccer league. At first, I didn't think it was going to be that cool, or I thought it was just going to be a money grab. I thought it was going to get in the way of the MLS season. It's just going to be more games for these players to get tired. But yesterday was the first official day of the Leagues Cup, and I am loving it. First of all, we have a massive change to how any tournament is run. So we have, I think it's 15 groups, 3 teams per group. The first 2 go through. But the major change is that if a game in 90 minutes is tied, each team is awarded 1 point. So it's tied at 90 minutes, each team gets 1 point. But then it goes to penalty kicks, and whoever wins the penalty kicks gets an extra point. So if you tied, you go into penalties, you lose in penalties, you only get 1 point. You win in penalties, you get 2 points. So you're not going to get the full 3 points. And it kind of takes after hockey. I don't know if any of you guys watch hockey. If at the end of the third period, both teams are tied, each one gets a point, they go into a shootout. Basically the same thing, and I personally love it. I mean, most of America's criticism of soccer is ties, and they don't understand how you can sit there for 90 minutes, not see any goals, and it's a tie. Each person gets 1 point. I guess it just doesn't really register for them, because obviously in American professional sports, there's no such thing as a tie. You go to overtime, there has to be a winner at the end, and I love it. I mean, we had 3 games actually go into ties. We have Orlando City versus the Houston Dynamo. Obviously, those are just 2 MLS teams going at it. We've seen them before. But they did end up 1-1. Orlando won 5-4 on pens, so they get the 2 points. And we also had FC Dallas versus Charlotte. They ended 2-2 in 90 minutes. Charlotte wins on penalties 4-1. Those are 2 MLS teams again. But the craziest game from last night, we had Club Leon from Mexico going against the Vancouver Whitecaps, who are from Canada, but they're in the MLS. They tied 2-2, so they went to penalties. The penalty scores were 16 for Leon and 15 for Vancouver, so it was just penalties all over the place. They ended up taking 32 penalties, which is absolutely sick. Now, I wonder, I don't think this will happen, but being that they're trying it out in this tournament, maybe can we see this coming in during the World Cup? I know it's a big ask. World Cup has been going on forever. Ties are just a part of the sport. But you never know. I mean, rules are changing so much nowadays, and they're trying to adapt the game, and it is going to be in the U.S. So, I don't know. Maybe we can see this happen. Let me know if you guys like the whole one point after 90 minutes and then penalties. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Going into the 2 games that weren't tied after 90 minutes, Mazatlan against Austin. Austin obviously does super well in the MLS. They lost 3-1 against Mazatlan, and I'm going to be honest, I haven't even heard of some of these Liga MX teams, but I just love the way that they play. I feel like they play with a lot of aggression. They're very chippy. There's a lot of passion. Seeing the Mexican fans that are in the U.S., I mean, just yesterday there was a meet and greet for the Atlas FC players who are going to be going against NYCFC this weekend. You'll see them on my vlog, not today's, but tomorrow's. They packed out the Pele store in the middle of Times Square. Thousands of people waiting outside just to see some, I think it was 3 players, just to see some of their favorite players on the team. So I think this is absolutely beautiful, just merging both cultures, I just think it's great overall. I was kind of skeptical about it, but I'm loving it, the way that they play. And then obviously the biggest game on the slate yesterday, which we all have to talk about, was Cruz Azul versus Inter Miami. And if you look at this game under regular circumstances, it would have just been like a whatever game. Miami not doing too well in the MLS, but it was Lionel Messi, arguably the GOAT of soccer. It made his debut. I believe he came on in the 60th minute or 50-something minute. And at that point, Inter Miami was up 1-0. He comes on, Cruz Azul scores, and just like a book or a movie out of Hollywood, Lionel Messi wins a foul in the 93rd minute to get himself a free kick. Absolutely bends it like Beckham. Top corner, beautiful shot by Messi, and it just had to be that he would score the game winner in the 93rd minute, in the dying moments of the match. You look at the arena is absolutely packed. There's Messi flags. I just think it was beautiful scenes last night. Kim Kardashian was there. LeBron James was there. Just seeing Serena Williams, Speed, Mark Anthony, like the list goes on and on of celebrities who are at this game. I think it's great for the sport. I think it's great for the MLS. But I feel like one part that many people aren't really talking about is how good it is for the Inter Miami players. I mean, these guys just now got Messi and Sergio Busquets. Once they came into the game, this is my one criticism. I feel like, which is normal, it's going to, in time, it'll work itself out. I feel like once Messi and Busquets came onto the match, the rest of the players, if you're in the midfield, just find number 5, which is Busquets, and just pass it off to him. And then if you're in the attacking third, just find Messi and pass the ball off to him, which I feel like kind of happened. I saw it from the Portuguese national team when we weren't that good, where we didn't have like that many good players. They would just look for Ronaldo and just pass him the ball. But I'm sure that with time, there'll be some more chemistry. And just seeing Messi coaching up Yedlin, you see Busquets coaching up some of the midfielders saying, hey, this is where you got to be. I feel like this is a massive opportunity for the Inter Miami youngsters to learn from the best to ever do it, Messi and Busquets, respectively, at their positions. I feel like this is just massive for Inter Miami. I loved seeing it. You guys all know I'm Portuguese. You can see it back there. Obviously, I love Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo is the best player ever. However, I still respect Messi. I love Messi. I love to watch him play. So I think it's great for the MLS. But yeah, I guess that's the video. Leagues Cup, I'm a very big fan of it. I like this kind of penalty kicks after 90 minutes. Messi in the MLS, absolutely massive. I get it. Everybody's excited about Messi. But let's see if he can do it on a cold Tuesday night in Colorado. Forget a rainy night at Stoke. Let's see if Messi can do it in a cold night in Colorado. But no, all jokes aside, I mean, Messi, I just love it. The one thing I hope is that he just doesn't get too comfortable and realizes that, okay, maybe he's playing against some less competitive guys. I hope he just doesn't get too comfortable and lay back and he kind of drops off a little bit. We're obviously going to see him in Copa America here in the U.S., possibly maybe even in the World Cup in the U.S., but we'll see. I'm happy for Messi. I'm happy for Inter Miami. Seeing David Beckham crying, literally tears to his eyes once he saw that goal go in. I feel like once everybody saw the free kick, once everybody saw the moment, we all knew Messi was going to score from there. Great for the MLS. Great first time for Messi. First time he's ever scored for a club on his debut day. So shout out to Messi. Shout out to the Leagues Cup. They have provided me a massive opportunity to grow my channel here, getting media passes to the Red Bulls and to the NYCFC group stage games. So we're going to be at 2 games, one today for the Red Bulls. Tomorrow we'll be at Citi Field to watch NYCFC go against Atlas. Then on Wednesday we're going to be back at Red Bull Arena when NYCFC takes on Toronto. And then Sunday we'll be at Red Bull Arena again when we watch the New York Red Bulls take on Atletico San Luis. So massive times here for the crossover. I appreciate the Leagues Cup for doing this. I'm loving kind of the way that the Leagues Cup is running this. I think it's beautiful. Seeing some Mexican passion here in the U.S. Hopefully it'll vitalize some of the American fans to kind of take after that passion. I think it'll make for some great moments between fans, which I'm hopefully going to be catching on video and showing off to you guys. And the road to the 2026 World Cup, I'm already going to see some Mexico fans. I'm going to see some fans from all over. I haven't been to an NYCFC game this year, so I'm here to document it all for you guys. Road to the 2026 World Cup. Again, thank you for the 90 subscribers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, comment about that PK rule at the end of a tie. If you guys like it, if you guys don't, should we see it in the World Cup? I'm going to edit this real quick. I'm going to put it out, and I'm off to Red Bull Arena. If you guys don't follow me on all of my other social media platforms, they're all down below in my link tree, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever it is. I'll be posting some stories throughout the day, so if you want to stay up to date, make sure to get on all of those. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you at Red Bull Arena down on the field because we have media passes, some premium access for you guys. I appreciate you guys. Peace.